People's thought process around like how to mourn and how to grieve actually changed in that moment. There were a lot of memes and jokes, and we still joke about that. Oh, so now you know how it feels to be a Black person, you know, with the restrictions, having to stay home, the policing, and those things. And I think that really did it for folks. Cause I mean, like it's magical Negro season right now. And it's like discount codes for BLM and all type of stuff popping off. And we all like, hey, apocalypse, you know how we rise up from it. This is happening really fast. And so that's what I see. I hear a lot of people, and even the people that we work with, a lot of different grass tops nonprofits, you know, I got it before, but you know, like now this is really different. That's because you saw a lot of us dying. And then that's a real serious issue. Like,
ladies, I want to ask the three of you. Yeah. I just came from, I had some drinks with my friend before this, some appetizers, and we went to this place. It was a Black-owned restaurant, but all the waiters, not all of them, but a lot of them were white. And they were so nice, almost to the point where I was like, all right, like you almost made me uncomfortable. You're doing too much. And then I thought about it. I said, you know what? No. Y'all owe us. I'm taking all the discounts. I'm taking all the butt kissing. I'm taking it all. How do y'all feel about it? Does it make you feel uncomfortable? Or are you like, yeah, you're damn right. You're supposed to be doing it. I don't know how to take it just yet.
No, I'm like, step up, right? Pull up, step up, put your body on the line. And we've had this. So in BLM, we've actually really nurtured relationships, especially with white folks, to prevent us from having to do some of the really draining emotional labor, right? Like we don't want to have to constantly explain to white people what we're doing or how they can be useful or what they should say or what they shouldn't say. So Black Lives Matter Los Angeles, which is my chapter, is actually the original member of Black Lives Matter, right? We're the original chapter. And we were born 7 years ago, birthed 7 years ago. A year after we were birthed, so 6 years ago, we actually were very vocal about needing white people to talk to other white people. We don't want to talk to white folks and assuage their guilt and dry their tears. And so one of our fiercest co-conspirators, Dalia Ferlito, along with a brother named Jason, birthed White People for Black Lives. And what's great about that is when white folks come and say, what can I do? We send them to White People for Black Lives. I don't have to talk to you about whether or not what you said in your child's classroom was racist, right? Talk to the other white people about it. I don't need to give you a book list. Talk to the other white people about it. And so what's happening now, since we've experienced and been working in close partnership, deep partnership with white folks who, you know, we pour libation at the beginning of every action that we engage in. And we always say we're pouring in the names of African ancestors, right? And this just happened today. Most people know only call out Black names. But today, one white person said John Brown. And I said, you know what? We gonna call that name. That's the only white man's name we ever gonna call during libation, right? But White People for Black Lives for the last 6 years has been calling on the spirit of John Brown. They hashtag John Brown 2014. John Brown 2015, John Brown 2016, right? That's what they're trying to step into. And that's beautiful for us because it also prepared us for this moment when a bunch of white folks are now saying, I see what people are saying when they say that policing evolves from slave catching. I see what Black folks are saying when they say defund the police, abolish the police, right? It prepared us to say to them, you know, we need you to follow our lead. That when you talk about Black liberation, you don't get to be in the front. You get to follow our lead, and these are the things that we need from you. And so how it's translated, and I'm gonna just leave it at this, is last week there were about 5,000 of us who decided we were gonna turn the hell up on the terrible ass mayor of Los Angeles, Eric Garcetti, who's one of those white people who thinks that because he was in the Peace Corps in Ethiopia, that makes him not racist, right? Like he actually says that, right? And so we had about 5,000 people outside the mayor's house. And the police moved in on us. In fact, the police and the National Guard moved in on us. And the white folks who were there sat on the ground between us and the police and put their bodies on the line, knowing, Laura knows, that her beautiful white blonde hair self is not going to get the same rubber bullets and batons that me and my 3 children get, right? That even, you know, well-known Black folks, we get down with an actor named Kendrick Sampson, who's pretty well-known. He's, he calls us his political home. He's been doing work with us for the last 5 years. He caught 7 rubber bullets, got beat to the point of hospitalization with a baton.
Can you imagine the freedom that she has? That she knows she can place herself between.
She knows, Laura knows, and all these white folks knew that if they put their bodies between us and the police would not attack us. And they were absolutely right.
So it's mind-blowing, because as anyone that's Black in this country would never think in any way, shape, or form you would be okay to do that.